Compulsory national military service should be introduced for men and women.
Definitely disagree with that.
Disagree.
Yeah, if there's a need, so I would agree.
No, it's nothing should be compulsory like that.
No. Please, no.
I don't want to go to the military. Well, saying that though, they do offer a good education and like trades and services and stuff like that.
No, I'd hate compulsory national military service.
Yeah, no.
Sure, like in Ireland, what would that be? That'd be like, I don't know, UN stuff? Is that what we do?
Yeah.
I would actually agree with that one, you know. So it'd be nice. It'd be a good bit of training. Just in case anything did happen, it'd give you decent survival skills.
But the other argument is you get these disaffected youths and you give them guns. And that probably isn't a good combination.
In Pakistan, for instance,
there's it's not compulsory. In Austria it's compulsory, but only for men.
Absolutely not. Oh my
it
God.
should be no need for me.
I was at a party there last week, and I was talking to a guy from Finland, and he was saying that he went back to Finland to visit his family or something. Got arrested at the airport and they were like, "You're 21 and you haven't done 6 months in the military yet." So
What? And what did he do?
And if a war breaks out, he has no choice but to be sent to war.
God, that sounds terrible. Sounds terrible. To be forced to go into a war zone?
Personally, I would be pointless in that situation, so I'd be doing no good for anyone. It would not be for the greater good of no country. It'd probably be of benefit to whoever we're fighting, because they'd be winning.
Compulsory national service should be introduced with a non-military option. For example,
in humanitarian organisations or hospitals, on environmental projects or in social work. That's an interesting one, because don't Germany do that?
Yes. I like that. Because then you're like giving back to your country and doing your bit.
I would agree.
Yeah, it might be an idea.
No. People can do this without being compelled to.
I tend to steer clear of things that say compulsory.
Yeah, I
Just
agree.
because, I don't know. But that, like, they do sound like good things.
I'd agree with that. It'd be kind of cool if you get more people up and out and kind of helping people, you know what I mean? If even for like just a year or something like that, everyone had to do something.
It's so important to do those things, not just to help others, but to you learn an awful lot about yourself when you do those things. But it makes you appreciate what you have, and it's humbling.
I think that could be cool from out of school. Come out of school,
I don't like
years.
anything that's compulsory though.
No.
It's pushing the militaristic view of the state, and it's not as necessary as some people want us to believe. So I don't agree.
You should have a choice, should you?
Yes, you should have a choice if you want to do the national service or not. It shouldn't be compulsory.
I think people are more invested in things when they choose to do them. So,
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
You know, if I said to you, you have to do a year working in the A&E in Talent Hospital,
I'd be like, go away.
You'd resent it.
Yeah, that's
you wouldn't
true,
enjoy it.
If you get someone in, say, working in the hospital, and they've no interest in it, sure. I don't fancy being on a gurney somewhere dying and someone there has no interest in helping me out, so. There's too much freedom, yes or no?
There's too much freedom.
I don't think so.
Is there such thing as too much freedom?
Yes. In this country, well, there's way too much freedom because people can do anything they want, really, can't they? So nothing's really stopping them from doing that.
Not at all, I disagree. Yeah. I think you should be as free as you want to be.
Stick it to the man.
What?
Stick it to the man.
Stick it to the man.
Why do you have to know the film?
I don't know.
School Rock. Stick it to the man.
Stick it to the man.
I don't know what that even means.
Yeah.
Like, we're not tied down or locked in our houses or anything.
Yeah, definitely.
Let out on weekdays, like allowed to drink fizzy drinks and all that stuff. Yeah.
I think it's just right amount of freedom. Go freedom, yeah.
If it was back like it was in the 40s and 50s, I wouldn't be the person I am now. I'd be a different person. Because I would be frowned upon, I suppose, in certain ways. So no, I don't think there's too much freedom.
It seems to be a lot of freedom for somebody who actually does have criminal records and stuff like that.
For me, probably, as white middle class heterosexual man, I probably have a lot of freedoms.
Very much so.
You don't. Yeah, I have more control and autonomy over my body than you do over yours because it is stupid 8th Amendment.
Yes.
And generally society.
It's too much choice, which just kind of like messes with our brains. The human brain is happier with less choices by design. It's why the more channels you get, the less there is to watch.
Everyone should have a freedom, but sometimes this freedom is abused. And maybe that's what's wrong.
There's only too much freedom if there's no responsibility. If that makes sense. You can be as free as you want, just be responsible for your actions. We're not always responsible. We are, and we do stupid things. Could you be happy without a vote?
Yes, no. I'd definitely say no, because I think it's an important thing to vote.
Yeah, I could be happy without a vote.
No.
No, that's such an important thing. How many people died to get that kind of a vote, like, you know?
I'm too opinionated to not have a vote. So if I didn't have a vote, I probably would have been a suffragette.
Like I wasn't unhappy at 17 when I wasn't able to vote.
No, but like now at 18, if you were denied.
Yeah, but if we didn't have it, we'd be probably campaigning younger, being like we should have it. But the fact that we do have it, we just take it for granted.
Our vote is our voice, and I think we're very lucky to have a voice.
The citizens of a country are the ones who just should decide how it's been run. If you haven't got a vote, then it's essentially a dictatorship.
I don't know. I don't trust politicians.
Like, there's political corruption with everybody. There's always somebody going to pocket something. So you could put a bunch of nuns in charge of running the country and someone will pocket something.
The economy went phew, and that was the fault of politicians and people. And nothing has changed.
As Irish people, we are very laxy-daisy, and we just kind of, it's someone else's problem, it doesn't affect me. It affects everybody.
I probably feel that it doesn't matter. I think when you vote, I don't know if your voice is really heard.
I think most of them are lawyers, so I mean, they're going to get in either way, so.
I've met so many people, over the years whinging about certain things in the country and then they don't vote. I'm like, if you're going to have a vote, if you're going to have a whinge,
the option, I think I have to be happy with the option.
Make your vote to make the difference. And then they'll say, my vote won't make a difference in the bigger scheme of things. I mean, that's exactly why you're given the vote, is to make that difference.
I know so many people who would love to vote, but can't. So that does say something.